YouTube, what is going on? Back with my latest video, back in the installment of Speculation Saturday. So I have a good one for you guys today. I have 3 pops I'm going to suggest for you guys. 2 I've suggested in the past, and I think now is time to buy it. Things are getting a little bit out of control in this space, and want to kind of give you guys a heads up that you might want to get this one before it's too late. And I have another one that I haven't missed before that I think is a very good buy at this moment as well. So let's get right into it and see what I got. Here we go.
Listen, been in the game for a minute, clocking in because it's time to get down to business. Stunting is a habit, on me I'm good at it. Ask around town, I'm known as the Popsavage.
Alright guys, before we get into this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit subscribe button down below as well so you're updated to my most recent content, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So if it's your first time tuning this segment, what I like to try to do every Saturday is like to talk about the financial side of Funko Pops, different topics that may be of interest to you guys, and also pops I think are going to go up in value over time, and that's what I have for you guys today. So like I said, I suggested 2 of these pops in the past, and I think a lot of the other pops in these fields have gone up in value, and I'll show you guys as well. And I think now's the time to pull the trigger on these 2 before it's too late and they catch up with the others. So first one I want to show you guys is a pop that I grew up with this show, and like I said before, this show has been rebooted, and now's definitely a good time to pick it up. We got Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. So there's the regular version and also Chase. For whatever reason, I don't have a box from a regular version. I threw it out years ago, back when I wasn't keeping boxes. But I suggested this pop in the past. So right now, this pop is still available. It's not vaulted yet, but we did have that Rugrats reboot, which I said would, you know, revitalize the popularity of the show, and I believe it did, because the Chucky Finster pop I suggested a while ago has now doubled in price since I suggested it, and now the other pop I suggested, Angelica, is now an extremely expensive pop. Or not extremely expensive, I should say. I haven't seen any of them under like 40 bucks, which is crazy because I think last time I suggested it was like 10 bucks, so it's almost quadrupled in value. Tommy's the one that's kind of lagging behind. Spike and Reptar are there too. If you want to get those, by all means do so. But Tommy being the main character of the show, I think now is a good time to pick him up. Like I said, it's still showing as available, as well as Angelica is, but with the reboot of Rugrats, I haven't seen them reboot or re-release any of the pops. So although it is an available pop, it's one that was released years ago, and sometimes things just don't get vaulted, but they aren't being reproduced at the moment. So I definitely think now's a good time to pick it up before it gets vaulted, because once that officially happens, I think the sky's the limit for all of those Rugrats pops. I think Chucky's vaulted, the other ones, maybe Spike is vaulted too. But Tommy, the regular one's going for like, I think like 15 bucks. You can find them for 15 bucks on eBay. I'll have all the links in the comment section below so you can buy the pops on eBay. Definitely help support the channel as well if you're going to purchase it through there. And the Chase is only going for about like 25-30 bucks right now, which is a very cheap price for a Chase. This kind of reminds me of some of the other Chases that came out around this time that were animated related, and then they kind of skyrocketed the value the moment they were vaulted. I remember that Yzma Chase, you could get that Chase for like 20 bucks for the longest time, and I think that one's going for like 80 bucks now. It kind of came out around the same time, if I remember correctly. So definitely a pop I think that has a lot of future potential, and even more popular than that property like Emperor's New Groove. Rugrats definitely was king of Nickelodeon for a while before SpongeBob came up, and definitely a pop I think you want to pick up, because I think that Tommy is eventually going to have to catch Angelica and Chucky. So definitely a pop I wanted to double down on and think you guys should get into your collection. Now, the other pop I want to suggest also comes from Nickelodeon, a pop line I suggested in the past, and this is definitely, for whatever reason, I think this is the one to get, just because I think it's going to be the most limitedly produced one from this line, and also I think this one is vaulted. I'll check, and if I'm correct, I'll put it down there so you guys can see. But we have Helga Pataki from Hey Arnold. So the reason I'm suggesting Helga is because she's very, very cheap. She's 10 bucks. Very, very cheap price. I think she is vaulted, if I remember off the top of my head. And she's not too different in price as far as Arnold and Gerald. But to me, Arnold and Gerald, if I was producing Funko Pops, would be the ones I would produce the most, and probably Helga be last. Maybe Arnold first, maybe Helga second, and Gerald, but definitely Arnold first. So I think there's less of these Helgas out there, and she's popular enough of a character that people are still going to want her. So for 10 bucks, your price buy-in is so low, your risk is almost non-existent. And I just think I've pounded the table on these Nickelodeon Cartoon Network shows more than once on this channel. I think eventually those Pops are extremely undervalued in general. I think some of the Cartoon Network Pops have started to creep up a little bit in value. The Nickelodeon ones are the ones I think are going to go next, and Helga is definitely a good one to get for a low buy-in for a popular character. Now this show has not been rebooted just of yet, but I've heard rumors that it's going to be happening in the future, and it's definitely one that when the rumors hit, I think it's going to skyrocket even more. Again, this is a Pop that they didn't really make for a long time. I didn't see them like everywhere. It wasn't mass produced or anything. So I think the supply is a lot more limited than some others out there. And for the buy-in price right now, it's extremely cheap and one I think you should add to your collection. And last but not least is a Pop I don't have, but I need to get to my collection. I don't really collect too many Marvel Pops, but this one's pretty cool. I do have the first appearance of this character in comic books that's currently being graded. So when that book comes in, I'll show you guys on the channel. But this character in this Pop is one that has been rumored to come up in a future Marvel movie. Excuse me. And the Pop is now vaulted, which I didn't know until recently, and I think it's a good one to get in your collection. We have Beta Ray Bill. So this Pop right here is a very, very cool character. It's one that has been teased before in Thor movies, or maybe it was the Avenger movies. They had him in like a side of a mountain on the movie, but very, very important character in the Thor universe. So I definitely could see him making an appearance in the new Thor movie or any other future Avengers or Marvel movie in upcoming. So definitely a character I would get in your collection. Now they only have one of him currently. It's only the one that was released at Walgreens. It's now vaulted and it's a $22 to $25 Pop. So still very, very affordable. Now if they do introduce this character in a Marvel movie, obviously it's going to be one that they probably make another one for, but in my experience, a lot of the first Marvel Pops they've released, especially when they're vaulted, have gone up in value. I remember I suggested that Moon Knight Pop for you guys a while ago, that one skyrocketed in value, and they have other Moon Knight Pops. So I definitely think the same thing could reign true for this Beta Ray Bill Pop. And like I said, it's a $22 Pop currently, which is a little bit on the pricier side for a Walgreens Pop. You know, a lot of Walgreens Marvel Pops aren't very expensive at all, so this one I think is already starting to get up there a little bit in value. So definitely one I would pull the trigger on before it's too late. He makes an appearance in the Marvel universe. I think the sky's the limit for this Pop, and I think that's almost a guarantee. I just don't see how they would leave him out, especially with the new Thor movies moving forward. He's just an integral part of that story and with the comic books currently. So that is all I have for you guys today. I just think those three Pops are definitely things you want to get your collection. Again, they're all relatively affordable. The most expensive one I think is probably that Tommy Chase, which is $30. So you're not going to break the bank with any of these. Your downside risk is extremely low, and that's always what I try to focus on these segments, is how much money is there potential to lose as compared to how much money you potentially can make. So I think they're all three good purchases. Like I said, the links to purchase will be in the description box below, or the comment section below, I should say, if you're interested in purchasing any of these to add to your collection. And let me know what you guys think. If there's anything you think that should be included on this segment, let me know in the comment section below, and if I agree, I will definitely feature and give you guys credit for your suggestions. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Check me out on my second channel at Savage Breaks, where I do Pokemon and sport card openings, and also check me out on my Instagram at ThePopSavage, so you can stay connected there too. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.